Hello and welcome to another Dryer Vent Profits results interview where successful clients share awesome stories and great results that they've achieved so far in the industry. And Dryer Vent Profits is an online coaching and training program that helps business owners quickly start, scale, and succeed in the dryer vent cleaning industry. And today I'm with my business partner, Justin Payne. Say hi, Justin.
Hey guys.
All right. And we are graced with the presence today of Cashen Smith. Cashen, how are you, my brother?
I'm doing great, Jay and Justin. Thank you for having me on today.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on today, man. So what we want to do is, if you would just kind of introduce yourself, give the people that are watching a little bit of background about you, your business, where you're from, and take it away.
Hey, everybody. Cashen with 208 Dryer Vents, formerly H2 Oasis Window Cleaning and Pressure Washing, based out of the Treasure Valley here in the Mountain West area of Idaho. Started this dryer vent program about a year ago. And yes, Jay mentioned that there was a lot of the successes, but there's also a lot of struggles that come from transitioning businesses or starting a business. So this is a big learning process.
So you mentioned you transferred from H2 Oasis to 208 Dryer Vents. Like, tell us the story. Like, what happened there?
Well, it's one of those things, you know. I was one of those guys, what the industry calls a bucket bob to start out with. You go around, start storefront window cleaning, easy to get into. Then it went into residential window cleaning, being in front of these hair salons, barber shops, and who's at these locations? Stay-at-home wives, husbands on their lunch break. Hey, can you come do my home? Well, then I'm like, okay, 16 years as a truck driver, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to take the leap, start into my own home business. And didn't get my wife's approval, caused a lot of turbulent waters there for a while, but I knew something inside me didn't want to work for a regular 9 to 5 or 7 to 5 job anymore. It was, you know, let's start a business at the age of 43. There's nothing wrong with that. And then after 3 years, it went into learning about dryer vents. I stumbled across a YouTube video with Jay's interview on it. Hey, you know, let's look what Dryer Vent has as an add-on service so I can stay in the customer's home. Well, then it slowly grew. I had a lot of pain points though. I wasn't charging enough. I wasn't taking it seriously. But then I started observing every single house I went to, clogged dryer vent, let's clean your dryer. Clogged dryer vent, let's clean this. And so that's how a year later it formed into 208 Dryer Vents in this transition stage. And so now I totally left the window cleaning industry because I found a new passion, a new way to make families feel safer at home.
That's awesome. What was one of the main things that caused you to want to completely transition from doing windows to doing dryer vents? Why would you want to do both? Or, you know, what are some of the pros and cons that kind of weighed into that decision?
Well, at first I'm like, you know what? I can do everything. I can do the window cleaning. I can do the pressure washing. I can do the gutter cleaning. I can do the dryer vent cleaning. That's just another add-on service, right? But then I started realizing as my schedule was filling in my 3rd year of operating this window cleaning business, the mental capacity to make that change throughout the whole day. Okay, window cleaning, no problem. Cleaning tracks, no problem. Then, okay, next schedule is pressure washing a house. I had everything in my truck, but then changing the mental capacity was tiring, knowing that I had to switch to 3 different things throughout the whole day. Excuse me. And so that really made me think, what more do I want to do, or what's seeing the benefits of touching people's lives on a more safety issue, and what's helping me grow mentally and challenge myself every single day. And so it's easier to focus on 1 or 2 things instead of being spread out abroad. And so that's really where I made the transition to make sure that I wanted it full time, is because I was seeing the results.
I really like the decision that you came to, is like, how can I help people like the most? Like, what of all these businesses, like how can I do the most service to my community? Like that's that's pretty powerful.
That's a good
And
question.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I just said that's a good question to ask.
It is. It is because if we start a business just to have the results of having more money, having some kind of financial freedom, are we really doing ourselves a disservice or a service to ourselves? Because we can have all the money in the world, but we're still not going to be truly happy. You know, I think I heard you say it once. Numbers don't end; they just continue. That's just the process of math, right? So you can't add a value to joy. You can't add a value to happiness. You know, because in the end, if you're not happy with what you're doing, you're going to cause more pain than anything. Then it's going to show up in your work. It's going to show up on your clients facing their results. It only takes a few bad people to. Yeah, it is. Sorry, my phone was ringing. It only takes a few bad people, you know, to spread the word about you. We can go in every home, try to get the best results, get the best reviews, but in the end, the customer is going to remember, I don't like that company because they made me feel this way.
Exactly, man. People will never forget how you made them feel. You may forget your name, what you did, but not how you made them feel. Man, so that's really good stuff. Here's another question that I know some of the people watching this may have. What's more profitable? What's more profitable? Is window cleaning, or is pressure washing, or both, or dryer vent cleaning? Would you say what has been more profitable?
Right now, dryer vent cleaning.
Dryer
Yeah.
cleaning is more profitable.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's good to know.
I think so, because there's so many window cleaners out there, right? Easy startup business to get into. Commercial storefronts, everybody's looking for the lowest prices. I've seen people chase through the winter months. There is even a joke within the window cleaning community holding up a plastic jar with I'm starting my winter fund for me right now to make sure I get through January, February, March until spring hits. You know, and
Wow.
into my second year, I was there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I am that idiot that has the coins saved up. And what am I going to scrounge through this month to see if I can go fill up my truck to go take care of the storefront route? And so with dryer vents, it's like, okay, people are calling. Who do I choose to go work for today? You know, who's going to be my customer?
Man, that is awesome. That is great. Give us a brief summary of your latest wins. So, you know, you've been in the program, maybe 8-9 months now. Kind of give us the breakdown of some of the things that you've been able to do and some of the results you've gotten so far.
With this program, I've realized my worth. I've realized that taking time away from the family, taking time away to help somebody else, we truly bring value to people. And that has brought accomplishments. It was rocky for the first few months. You know, I thought, okay, I live in Idaho. The cost of living is really low. The wage per hour is really low. I'll start out $55 for dryer vent cleaning. Boy, that was like chasing air, right?
That hurts just hearing it. It hurts, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I'm there for a half hour, $55. Well, then you start raising your price. You start realizing the value behind it. With the help of this program, we see where our potential can be if we want to apply it into our lives. And so it went to this month, you started this challenge, try to get commercial challenges going on, and you realize you find a different drive inside of you when it's within fun, but it's a benefit at the same time. And so it turned into somewhere down the road, I can't remember how many months it was, but I paid off $13,000 to $16,000 worth of debt, you know, with cleaning dryer vents. And then it went into selling the H2 Oasis window cleaning to another local window cleaner who has 20 years experience in this area as a contractor. And he opened up his networking of property management companies. And I started a air duct and dryer vent cleaning contract with a 10 building property, 157 units. And so that's where I'm at today.
Man, that is cool. That is really cool.
Yeah, just seeing the results, learning to apply everything that we have in this Master Profits Masterminds group and going through those steps and phases. I struggled with the Google My Business for the longest time, to a point to where it got flagged. It wasn't even being turned on, and then it got reapproved. And so it's fun. It's fun in that short amount of time with the right keywords. I think is in week 2 that you can really start placing yourself faster on Google My Business or Nextdoor with this training.
So what would you say, what are your business goals for like the next 12 months?
Oh, next 12 months, I'm hoping to have 2 other trucks on the road. With the drive here in the Treasure Valley, and what I'm learning in our group is that we push ourselves. We can meet these goals. We can meet those oppositions and be able to grow from them. I'm shooting for 275,000 this year. I am not going to stay small. I want growth, seeing the commercial process, apartment cleaning complexes. I've got to the point where I drive around apartment buildings and I see the dryer vents clogged and they're pushing out. And it's like, okay, how do I contact this property manager? It's just, reading self-help books, knowing that you have growth inside of you and there's things that you need to change, and applying it is the most powerful thing. Nobody can stop you when you realize that you have a goal and a desire to help others in the community.
Absolutely. So what would you like to say to anyone that may be on the fence of either starting their dryer vent cleaning business or joining the Dryer Vent Profits Mastermind group?
Talk to its members. Get as much results from everybody as possible. Do it. Jump. Take that jump. There's only one person that owns that fence, and it's not you. You either got to make a choice to grow or stay where you're at. Because if you stay where you're at, you're going to be miserable. And if it's something that you truly want to do, you will make the decision. And talking with you, it took me a while to make that jump, but everybody is so supportive in this group that it would be ridiculous for somebody who is in a position to start up something new to not take that leap. We're all going to have fears, but we can conquer those fears and get past that side.
Yes, I love it.
I hope you enjoyed this conversation. If you're getting started in your business and you want to see how we're helping new dryer vent cleaning business owners get off to a great start for free, click the link in the description below and take the test drive, or don't, and just keep binge watching dusty lint videos, whatever makes you happy.